Hi, I'm Jeff Roach, head of Global Consulting Studio. We are going to be spending the next few minutes discussing what our consulting studio is all about and why we call it an experience studio. As you can see on our slide, it is because we really are human-centered and outcome-focused. And we're going to talk a little bit about how we compete with tier 1 and tier 2 management and strategy consulting companies and what sets us apart from them. Now, one of the questions I get asked quite often is, why did we shift to an outcome-based practice design? Well, number one, the domain style consulting that we once had and then a lot of our competitors have is a really old paradigm. It started out 60, 70 years ago, and to some degrees, even 100 years ago, when a lot of the consulting companies started in the start of the Industrial Revolution. Consulting as we know it started really in the 1930s with some of the banking and investment laws post the Wall Street crash. And a lot of the management and strategy consulting companies came out of that era as banks wanted to give their high worth clients the ability to be advised on investments. And that's how our industry really started. And it was very much focused in on, wealth generation. As these wealthy clients were getting personal consulting, they saw the need to bring this into their business worlds. And so a lot of the companies like McKinsey, Anderson Business Consulting, Deloitte, all kind of started around the same time. Now, us moving to outcome-based from domain-based gives us the ability to bring multiple skill sets under one practice so that we can build holistic solutions for our customers. We feel this is going to be able to enhance our client value, our position in the market, and allow us to cross-sell traditional technology services so that we can maximize revenue for not only Experience Studio, but Zensar as a whole. Now, like the rest of Experience Studio, we are very much focused in on that human desirability. So one of the things that we really do double down on from a consulting perspective is we want the humans involved in every one of our engagements to desire those outcomes, to become fans of those solutions, be those internal humans with employees, external humans that are partners or customers. We really do still want to drive that human desirability. But we do double down on that business viability perspective as well, that we want to drive those outcomes that continue to make our customers' businesses viable and that these solutions that we're building are viable. And we want to make sure that anything that we are proposing, anything that we are solutioning or architecting is also feasible from a technology perspective. And so we really do believe that when these three things intersect, we can see our customers grow and innovate as they do business. So what's the opportunity for Experience Consulting? We're competing in that digital consulting market. Last year, companies spent upwards to $53 billion in digital consulting services. This is all the way from the Deloittes, the McKinseys, the KPMGs, the Bains, Accentures, EY, all the way down to the boutique consulting companies as well. For us, we've been doing about $12 to $15 million in consulting, and I can easily see that growing, and I do anticipate seeing it grow substantially even this fiscal year. By focusing on experience consulting, we've made a commitment to grow our intellectual property, not only within the greater studio, but within these practices. We have tailored specific offerings that have complete sales bombs that allow us to open doors with our customers as we're working with our Zensar business development managers and our client partners. And ultimately, the goal is to be able to enhance our service lines. All of our consulting practices are designed to be able to collaborate and work and pull through not only other services within Experience Studio, but within the greater Zensar service lines, be that advanced engineering services, data engineering and analytics, our ESAS offerings, our CIS offerings across the board. All of our practices are designed and all of our offerings are designed to be able to front those types of solutions. We really do want to be the problem solvers for our customers and really to be able to bring in and architect solutions for our customers around that human desirability, business viability, and technology feasibility. So within our Experience Consulting Studio, we have 4 main consulting practices. Each of these practices are staffed by, multimodal consultants. And what do we mean by multimodal consultants? These consultants have a varied background and are very passionate and bring multiple perspectives to each of these practices. We have taken those with business consulting backgrounds, technology consulting backgrounds, information management or learning backgrounds, and brought them all under a specific practice to own a set of outcomes and offerings that they can work together to drive those outcomes for our customers. We have set the bar really high. When we talk about consultants, the line that we draw in the sand is our consultants are peers to the customer. The customers who is paying for our solution and paying for our expertise. All of our consultants are doers. We do not have any ivory tower consultants within our organization. They're great at leading workshops. They're great at talking to our customers, envisioning, visualizing, whatever the case may be. But every one of them is also responsible for going back and actually working on these solutions, building out the reports, building out, working with our architects and our developers or our UX designers on the actual solution as well. They are responsible for outcomes and they are accountable for assets. And so what do these practices look like? We have our digital optimization consulting practice that is run by Jeremy Perkins, who's a director on my team. They're focused in on that primary CIO, CTO, CDO audience, very much aligned with the other service lines within Zensar. Their adage is IT should be a revenue generator, not a cost center. And that really is the goal of this practice. Organizational performance consulting run by Matt Casperson. This practice is focused in on solving those internal issues for our customers, be that org design, org efficiency, program management, organizational change management and adoption for solutions, working on things such as DEI solutions as part of employee engagement. So they're very much focused on working with those internal audiences so that our customers get the best performance and productivity out of the solutions that they're deploying, that their org design meets their business needs. I'm super excited about that practice as well. See lots of opportunities to build solutions, to work on things like Microsoft Viva or Glint or Workday, even some products like Salesforce, where internal audiences are utilizing those solutions to drive business outcomes. Our sales and partner success consulting, this is run by Garnet. This one's focused really on that sales persona. How do our customers get the most out of their channels, out of their field sales, above and beyond just having a sales model? This goes down into sales strategies and sales playbooks and channel strategies and sales enablement and partner enablement. One of the big projects that we have here, of course, is our Google project, where we're doing partner enablement for 120 top partners for Google Cloud. Another practice within our consulting studio is our information velocity practice. This is run by Rachel Wagner, and this one really is about, traditionally, our customers have been very focused in on their data warehouse, their data lake, whatever the case may be. All of these enterprise applications produce, reams and reams of data. But as we imagine how our customers are making decisions, how quickly they need to be able to react to changing markets, they're leaving some of their intellectual property out of those decisions. All of our customers build tons of content, either through marketing agencies, even like our own marketing studio, internally. And there's a lot of intellectual property that is locked away in slideware and white papers and perspective documents and videos and PDFs and all of those types of things. And this practice really is designed around how do I bring all of the goodness of that data that's sitting in a data warehouse or a data lake or Qualtrics data or whatever the case may be, plus marrying it with all of that content. We really do believe that information has velocity. There's an acceleration stage where it's the most exciting, it's the most new, but the fewest people know about it. Then there's, a steady kind of plateau where, it's probably the most widely known at that point and probably mostly utilized. But then most of our customers don't have a strategy on how do I determine, is this data still good? And so we talk about a deceleration phase as well as a retirement phase. And we have that information velocity framework. And these are our 4 practices that we are utilizing right now to drive these outcomes. As we continue to grow and as the market changes, we will be adding additional practices or even looking at these practices as they grow larger and saying, do we need to break them up so that we can respond to those market demands and those types of things. I'm very excited about these 4 practices led by really top-notch consultants. Now, what's even more exciting for us is all of these practices are backed up by a team of subject matter experts. Our consulting studio has a practitioner team. These practitioners, if we look at the word, it's defined as those actively engaged in an art, a discipline, or a profession. And when we talk about our practitioners within our Experience Consulting Studio, they are deeply knowledgeable in specific areas and bring that capability and skill set to our customers. They support consultants, they support the other studios with their expertise. And they are really the responsible party for when we're building the thing, building the asset, building whatever the case may be. And they're accountable working with those consultants on those outcomes. And now currently we have a team of technology practitioners and we have a team of writing and editing practitioners. And as the demand, we will bring in business and learning practitioners as well. This team is led by our very capable, Lisa Rosenberger. Having these consulting practices backed up by this practitioner team as they work together as peers really sets us apart from most of our competitors. They don't get to do that. They get to be able to pull those directly from one studio, and these are shared resources. We've had practitioners engaging with our marketing studio, with our product studio, as well as with our greater our service lines. Here's an example of some of the outcomes. So when we started this reorg and we were envisioning what experience consulting was going to be, the key was we wanted to drive real measurable outcomes for our customers. That can be everything from operational efficiency, better customer experiences, simpler data and information management, richer DEI experiences or sustainability, driving that culture of innovation, being more adaptive to changing business models, getting a return on your software purchases or solutions that are being built by driving adoption and having that be a lasting change. Reducing costs, that's a big one that we see across our customers. We want to make sure that we do see a measurable return on investment. We want to be able to work with our customers so they can invest in digital strategies that actually do transform their business and disrupt the markets that they're in. We want them to engage, with our customers so that their employee engagement and their employee insats go up higher. Governance and compliance has become a really big deal for our customers. There is just a long list of regulation that happens at the global level at the national level, state and local, as well as industry wide. And how do they manage risks, and how do they do data driven decision making, and then how do they transform their technology from being a cost center into a revenue generator? These are all outcomes that when we go work with our customer, these are the pieces that we are driving. And this is why our customers come back to us to engage with our consultants. And from a consulting experience perspective, and this is one of the reasons that we changed from digital consulting to experience consulting, is as my leadership team and I, and as my consultants and practitioners, and we were discussing, we wanted to make sure we weren't that mercenary, arrogant kind of strategy and management consultant. We wanted to be very positive and collaborative and impactful for our customers. Matt on my team built this slide and this quote: "We refuse to behave like mercenaries. We've gotten where we are through tailored, sustainable delivery that is aligned to your goals. Our following tenets are where the difference happens. We are focused in on delivering measurable outcomes with clear and transparent engagements. We are committed to long-term partnerships, aligning our success with yours and going beyond temporary solutions. We offer expertise without ego, valuing humility and active listening to collaboratively drive your success." And that really is what sets us apart from those other consulting companies that we're competing against. I've been super excited and proud of my team as they have been able to win RFPs where we've gone up against Accenture and Deloitte and EY. And, we've come out as one of two, or we've won that deal, again, because we are bringing a differentiator to this consulting world. Please feel free to reach out to me or my leadership team or any of my consultants or practitioners, and we would love to talk to you.